The problem is, well, let's see.
なんだ。
Yeah.
スミカか。
It is working. Okay. So, we're just gonna pick up where this left off. Unfortunately, I wish the backlog... This game is weird in that the backlog only goes back as far as you're actually playing at the current moment. So you can't see what you did last time. I could go back to my videos, obviously, if I want to. But I do remember... The last important thing I remember was running into that girl who, I think, what's-her-face, the teacher, said was her daughter, was like the gray-haired girl. I assume she's some kind of robot or something, or clone, I don't know. But, she said it was her daughter, so... But anyways, we see Sumika here. Obviously, Sumika does not exist in the other world. We've kind of given up on mentioning Sumika, so it's kind of weird that we're getting to see her now. Maybe in a dream sequence, maybe we're going back and forth between the isekai and here. I don't know what's going on, but let's just keep going.
スミカ、日曜だってのに早起きだな。で、何しに来た？
You're up pretty early, Sumika, considering it's a Sunday. What can I do for you?
スミカちゃん、バカ息子起きた？
So we do have a mom in this. Ugh.
念のため確認しておくが、これが
This is beyond my ability to control. Milky something punch.
一応お約束だからこれも言っとくが、お前もう
何するか？
ちょばむ
Punch.
って思いっきりぶん殴りやがって。
What the heck are you doing? You didn't have to hit me that hard.
うるさい。タケルちゃんがエッチなことするから悪いんだよ。
You were being a perv, Takeru, or Takeru, so it was your own fault.
だからあれは不可抗力だって言ってるだろう。
I already told you I couldn't help it. It's just a reflex. Ugh.
嘘つき。で、
記憶にないな。お前の一撃で脳が。
Can't say I recall that. I think your attack might have caused some short-term memory loss.
思い出させてあげようか。
Want me to help you remember?
バカ野郎、誰が好き好んで触るか。よりによってスミカだぞ。
ひどい。どうして？
なんだよ、触ってほしいのか？はっきりしねえやつだ。
私は構わないよ。
ごめんなさい。
なんだ。そうやっていつまでもバカやってると。
Ugh, one of these days you're gonna have to quit fooling around all the time.
なんて、俺がおとなしく言うこと聞くとでも思ったのか？
Psych. Did you really think I'd listen to you that easily?
あいた！
Smacked her in the forehead with his
い
finger.
つからお前はそんなに偉くなった？どの口がそんなふざけたこと抜かしてんだ？
Since when were you so high and mighty? You got a lot of nerve talking to me like that, you punk. Why'd you do
何
that?
するよ！
顔面に思いっきりパンチくれやがって。マジであっちの世界に旅立つかと思ったんだぞ。
You're the one who
そのお
punched
返し
my
だ。
face. I legit thought I was passing into the next life. This is just payback.
胸触ったくせに。
だからあれは
I already told you that was just an...
触ったくせに。
しつこいぞ。
Get over it.
触った触った触った触った触った触った。はわい。
そういうセリフはもう少し胸でかくしてから言え。本当のおっぱいはな、本物のおっぱいというものはだな。
Yeah, he deserves a punch.
タケルちゃんの。
Baka!
Gagarin!
Kagarin! Is this a flashback? Is this a dream sequence? I assume we're back now. Let me sleep in a little longer, Sumika. This will be somebody else next to us? Or nobody next to us? Let's see. Sumika? It's that girl. Kasumi. Oh, hey. Yeah. Thanks, but I'm awake already. Without a word, she totters over to the door. Oi, wait a second. Hey, Yashiro, hang on a sec. Thanks for waking me up. So her name is Yashiro Kasumi?
Kasumi でいいです。
Kasumi is fine. Oh, okay. Thanks, Kasumi. So yeah, this is that daughter of our instructor, but probably some kind of project or something she made. It's 5 minutes before the wake-up call. Perfect timing. She's either some kind of clone or some kind of robot. I don't know. Yashiro, Kasumi, huh? She's so mysterious. Yeah, there was that brain in the, whatever that cylinder is. I guess this means she's not cooped up in that room all the time. It's pretty cute when she waves goodbye with those dainty little hands of hers. I wonder what she was doing in that creepy place yesterday. Anyways, been a while since I dreamed about Sumika like that. I guess there's a difference between thinking someone's missing and knowing they don't exist. Man, this kind of brings me back, right about now. She'd probably still be asleep and lying in a puddle of her own drool. How long has it been now? 10 days? It's like the longer I live like this, the more I wonder if that peaceful world was one I was just dreaming of. That would explain why I dream about it when I go to sleep. Maybe that's the only way I can see my old world. I gotta stop thinking about this.
If
somebody lost consciousness and stopped breathing, it doesn't necessarily mean they're dead. Oops. Sorry, I'm just gonna pull up the game again. There are some things you need to check first before you can make that assumption. Like their heartbeat.
出血の有無、意識の有無、呼吸の有無、それと鼓動の確認ね。
Are they bleeding? Are they conscious? Are they breathing? And be sure to check their pulse as well.
さっきから気のない返事ね。
Earth to Takeru, are you in there?
応急処置技能の有無はまさに生死を分けることになるのだぞ。
Somebody's life may depend on your first aid skills.
さて、人工呼吸なんだけど、タケル、寝転がってくれる？
Now as for artificial respiration, could you lie down for me, Takeru? Wait a minute, what are you gonna do to me?
実際にした方が早いでしょ？
Best way to learn is to try it for yourself, right?
何グズグズしてるのよ。
Stop wasting time and do as she says. But you're talking about mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. It's all good, I'm totally fine and dandy. I can just wing it if I have to.
なるわけないよ。応急処置次第で回復の速さとか生存率に差が出るんだから。
No, you can't wing it. Properly applied first aid can make the difference between life and death, Takeru. Or a long recovery and a short one.
そうよ。あなたを助けるのは戦友だけど、あなたに正確な技能がなければ戦友が死ぬのよ。
Is it Mikoto? Right, Mikoto. Mikoto's right. Your comrades will save you, but if you aren't trained right, it's your comrades who might die.
いつも衛生兵がいるとは限らない。
There aren't always medics around. I get that, but I refuse to play the role of the practice dummy.
どうして？
But why not? You seriously don't get it.
じゃあ、私がやってあげるよ。
Okay, then I'll do it. That's just as messed up. I'm not sure that'd be any less weird for me, honestly. What?
嫌なのかな？
You really don't want to do it? I can't hear you.
それじゃあミキさん、やるね。
Well, okay, Mickey-san, ready? They're gonna just display it in front of him?
いいよ。
Sure, go ahead. Yuri kiss. I'm not sure if I'm glad I saw that or just disturbed. Maybe a little bit of both.
次は止血の方法だね。
Now let's get on to the treatment of bleeding wounds. Don't you just press down on the injury until the bleeding stops?
傷口を直で押さえちゃダメ。細菌感染の恐れがあるよ。
You can't put your bare hands on the wound. That's a good way to get it contaminated. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
特に熱帯でそんなことをしたら一発で感染だよ。 それが元で自分が死ぬかもしれないんだから。
If you did something like that in a jungle, I guarantee it would cause a nasty infection. It might even end up costing your life. Oh, okay. Noted.
止血方法は全部で3通りあって、通常負傷に用いる圧迫法、動脈出血に使う指圧法、そして生死に関わるような負傷時には止血帯をこんな風に。
Yeah, so it's kind of the original game. I don't think it had like quizzes, but what it had was like the lunchroom thing. In this one, they've kind of replaced that with like quizzes, and you have to remember what happened during the gameplay or during the story to get the answers right during the gameplay later. What the cost is of messing them all up, I'm not sure. It would be interesting to try again and just mess everything up on purpose. Probably nothing bad happens, probably just means you don't get points with the characters that were asking the questions. So anyways, there's 3 main treatment methods: applying pressure on a normal cut, suppressing an arterial bleeding with your finger, and using a tourniquet on potentially lethal wounds, like so. Whoa, hey, what are you doing?
じっとしてて。こうやって紐状のものを巻きつけると。
I'm assuming like we're gonna have to do this with somebody in the next game. We're gonna have to tourniquet a wound, like a whole like chopped off limb or something. We're gonna have to tourniquet it. In alternative. Hold still. So you take this rope or cord or whatever and wrap it around the limb. Got it. Don't come any closer.
でもこれじゃまだ緩いから、もうなんかを入れて回すと。
This is
止血の原則は箇所を心臓より高くすること。
So you gotta slide a stick through here and you twisted it. There. You need to raise the arm until it's higher than the heart. Like so. Tight.
もうちょっと我慢してよ。男でしょ？
You can handle a little pain. Be a man. Oh, whatever. You're the last person I want to hear that from.
ところでタケルは市販の本でこういう処置について読んだことあるのかな？
By the way, Takeru, did you ever read any books on first aid? No, I can't say I've ever read any of this stuff. Although I guess I've heard bits and pieces.
じゃあ言っておいた方がいいね。
I should mention this too then.
よく2時間ごとに止血帯は緩めるなんて書いてある本とかあるけど、あれは嘘。緩めると出血がまた始まっちゃうからダメだよ。
A lot of books say you can loosen the tourniquet after about 2 hours, but that's a misconception. If you loosen the tourniquet, the wound's just gonna start bleeding. Wait, what? You just leave it tied on? Doesn't that stop the circulation?
そうだね。2時間もすれば壊死が始まるね。
Yeah, after 2 hours, necrosis sets in. Isn't that pretty serious?
だから止血帯は奥の手なんだよ。医者に見せるまでは絶対に緩めない。
That's why a tourniquet is the last resort. You can't loosen them until you find a doctor. Oh.
わかりやすい場所に止血帯を施した開始時間を書いておくといいね。
It's best to write down the time that you applied the tourniquet somewhere that'll be easy to find for the doctor. Easy to find, huh? Like where? Like right on the wound, on the
一番いいのはおでこかな。
On the patient's forehead. Yeah, I was gonna say just right on the, maybe the blood would soak through, but right on the cast or whatever that you did. Was that a joke? No.
次が最後のポイントだよ。
I have one last point to go over.
ショック状態の防止について。
How to prevent shock.
タケルさ、冷たいよね、僕に。
Takeru, you know, it kind of feels like you don't even want to be in the same room as me. It's your own fault. You keep invading my personal space.
嘘だ。
That's not true.
嘘だ。
Not even remotely true.
嘘なの？
Whoa, wait, it's not. I feel bad for Makoto. Like, I almost want to go Makoto route because I feel so bad for Makoto in this game. Why are you asking me? I'm freaked out enough as it is with Makoto showing up as girl and all. Of course I'm gonna get antsy if you keep getting right in my face, dude. 続
けるね。ショック状態はどんな負傷でもなりかねないものなんだ。精神的な不安から来るものだからね。
I'll keep going then. Shock can happen no matter what the wound is. This is because it's caused by mental anxiety. One thing that, like, I've noticed, a lot of people don't have, like, a personal space rule. Maybe I'm bad with this too, you know, like, maybe I don't notice myself. But, you know, when I'm helping somebody, I notice, you know, when people are right up on you. But yeah, I don't know. I'll keep going then. Shock can happen no matter what the wound is. This is because it's caused by mental anxiety. And?
まず不安を取り除くために付き添って励ますこと。
You need to attend to them and hopefully start to calm them down.
そして衣類を緩めて頭部に損傷がなければ頭を低くして寝かせる。体温が下がらないように暖かくしてあげることも大切だよ。
Then you need to loosen the clothes. And if the head isn't injured, lay him down so blood can't get to the brain. It's crucial that you keep a body warm so their temperature doesn't plummet. Yeah, how do you do that?
不安に駆られて錯乱状態になるのを防ぐんだ。勇気づけてあげるってことだね。
To keep their anxiety down, you try to cheer them on and encourage them. Does that really accomplish anything?
風邪とかひいた時、君は不安になったりしないのかな？
Think about it. Don't you get a little anxious when you catch a cold? I guess having someone at your side when you're vulnerable can be pretty comforting.
だいたいこんなとこ。それじゃあ実際にやってみようか。
I think that covers it. Why don't you give it a try now?
もしかして僕じゃ嫌？
You don't want to do it with me? Do what? Nope. Don't get me wrong, it's not just you. I don't want to do this with anybody.
遠慮しなくていいよ。僕は気にしないから。
You don't gotta be shy, I really don't mind. Yeah, well, I do.
はい。
Here goes. Wait, what? Why are you lying down?
わかったよ。
Fine. Why are you making me feel like the bad guy here? Because you are?
目つぶってるから。
Keep my eyes closed. That's not the
だ
problem.
から僕は気にしないのに。
Seriously, I don't
平気
mind
だ
at
よ。
all. I'm fine. Listen to me.
タケル、変だよ。
You're so weird, Takeru. How am I the weird one here? How are you not? What an ordeal that was. What did I do to deserve this, anyway? Everything? I just can't look at her and see a male Makoto. And not see a male Makoto.
白金、ちょっと。
You hold it there, Shirogane. Very bad to Makoto.
あなたね、ヘラヘラしてるんじゃないわよ。
You gotta stop being so childish. Hera hera? That's childish. What are you talking about?
さっきの態度はどういうこと？人の命に関わる技能なのよ。
What the hell did you think you were doing back there? Those skills can be the difference between life and death. Well, I was just
答えなさいよ。
Kotai no sayo. Spit it out. Like I told you before, I happen to know a guy who looked and acted exactly the same as Yoroi.
ふざけないで。
Oh, you cut the crap. Zokanaide. I'm being serious here. And what about you guys, huh? You really don't mind a girl-on-girl action? It's not girl-on-girl action. It's war, buddy.
なんですって？
Excuse me? I understand your lives might depend on this. You know, it's just...
わかってないわよ。じゃあ聞くけど、鎧が目の前で死にそうになっていたらどうするの？
So that's probably gonna happen in the next game. You obviously don't understand. What would you do if Yoroi was dying right before your very eyes? Well, if it ever came to that, I'd do it then. But you don't know how to do it. You just...
悪いけどあなたにはやらせない。
Sorry, but I'd make sure you'd never lay a finger on her. What?
普段真剣にやれないあなたにできるわけない。できたとしても、そんな奴に仲間の命は絶対に預けない。
If you couldn't do it now, you couldn't possibly do it then. And even if you could, I'd never entrust your life to a person like you. Damn it. I really don't have a comeback to this, yeah.
よく平気だなって言ったわね。その質問に答えてあげるわ。
You asked me why we don't mind doing this. Well, allow me to lay it out for you.
キスだったら平気じゃないわよ。
We would not be okay with kissing each other.
でもね、あれは応急処置なのよ。あなたのいやらしい浮ついた気持ちなんか関係ないの。
Seriously. What we're doing in there, that's just first aid. It has nothing to do with your absurd, juvenile fantasy. Class rep's right. Guess I still haven't come to terms with the fact that we're preparing to fight in a war. Sorry, but this still doesn't feel real to me.
はっきり言うわ。誰が好き好んであなたとなんか、するもんですか。
Let me tell you another thing. Not a single one of us would ever want to kiss you. Not even if you were the last man on Earth.
でも安心しなさい。あなたに処置が必要になった時は、ちゃんとやるから。
Oh, but don't worry. If you ever needed first aid, we'd do whatever was necessary.
特別だかなんだか知らないけど、私はそんなの許さないから。
I don't know what makes you special, but this kind of behavior is intolerable. We're totally going... I think we're gonna go Chizuru route. I mean, it just really depends. But right now, she is the most, like... She knows, like, what's going on, and she's able to, like, explain, like... You really need to improve yourself. Sure, she had the little thing at the beginning where maybe she was a little harsh on him, but he deserves it. Oi, wait up.
何よ。
What? Look, I'm really sorry. It wasn't cool of me, and I apologize. You guys might have trouble believing this, but I grew up in a place where I never had to deal with the war.
みたいね。
Yeah, it does seem that way. So I guess, I just don't have the same resolve or the sense of urgency that you do. But I really want you guys to believe me. I'm not taking this training lightly, and your safety does matter to me. Please, if you're willing to trust me on anything, let it be this. Maybe I've been misunderstanding all of this. That peaceful world that I lived in, or at least the peaceful region I lived in, made me think I knew how precious and valuable our lives and tranquility were. So I thought this world was the one that was all backwards, because it was nothing like mine. But it's actually the opposite. Everyone here is living in a world where most of the population is dead. Even teenage girls have to be rushed onto the battlefield. That's why they know all too well the weight of life. They know better than anybody the value of peace. And it's not exactly a good thing. In my world, at the very least, in the part that I lived in, we took peace for granted. It was as natural as having air to breathe. But still, if you switched on the news for even a minute, you'd see plenty of stories about people killing each other for petty reasons.
まったく、らしくないわね。
Well, that was completely unlike you. Huh?
分かってくれたならいいわ。
As long as you understand, that's all that matters. I'm really sorry.
もういいって言ってるでしょ。まったく極端なんだから。そんな落ち込んだ顔のままみんなの前に行かないでよ。
I already said it's okay. You're always so extreme. Don't go tearing up like that in front of the others, alright?
白金が急にそんな顔して落ち込んでたら、みんなが心配するじゃない。タイのメンタルケアも私の役目なのよ。
If you start acting all depressed in front of everybody else, everybody will be worried about you. Taking care of the squad's mental health is my job too, you know. Incho. Okay, got it. I'll act natural.
なんか、素直すぎて気持ち悪い。
You're so obedient. You're giving me the creeps. Hey, what was that for? What's creepy about a man knowing when to make a genuine apology?
そうそう。そのくらいがあなたらしいわよ。
There we go. That's a lot more like you. What the hell? You're really gonna nag me about the way I apologized too? Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that was just her way of clearing the air. She even altered the class curriculum for me. I mean, sure, it was probably more for the sake of the squad as a whole, but it must have taken a lot to make that happen. She really is striving to be a proper squad leader.
何やってんの？早く行かないと、また食事抜きになるわよ。
What are you doing? Hurry up or you'll miss out on lunch again. What? Crap. Can't let this happen. I got to get changed and head over to the PX pronto. What's the PX?
ねえねえ、どうしてタケルは僕のこと避けるのかな？
Why do you keep avoiding me, Takadu? Ugh. I know I told class rep I'd try to change, but actually dealing with this is a totally different story. I'm not avoiding you at all.
仕方ないじゃない。入院してたんだから。
I mean, what do you want me to do? I was in the hospital. What are you talking about?
初日に会えなかったのは残念だけどさ。
I'm sorry I couldn't be here for your first day, but it wasn't my fault.
でもたった1週間の違いぐらい僕とタケルなら何でもないよね。
Anyway, we're not gonna let one measly little week come between us, will we, Takadu? Oh, wait, hold on a sec. I know what you think's going on between you and me, but...
おいや、ミコトちゃんじゃないかい。
Well, I'll be if it ain't Mikoto-chan.
あ、京塚のおばちゃん。
Kyozuka.
入院してたって聞いたよ。もう大丈夫なのかい？
I heard you got laid up in the hospital. You doing alright now?
昨日戻ってきたんだ。昨日はね、ちょっとした事件があってご飯が間に合わなかったんだよ。ね。
So I'll probably finish up this scene, whatever this lunchroom scene is. Hopefully it doesn't go too long. But I'll try to finish this up and then I'll quit out and I want to play some Fire Emblem. Yeah, I just got back yesterday, but then there was a little incident, so I didn't get the chance to eat, right, Takadu? What are you asking me for? It's not like I got to eat either.
ほう。ひょっとしてこの子が噂の新人かい？
Is this the newbie I've been hearing about? Yeah, I'm Takadu.
なんだいなんだい、もっと背筋をピンと伸ばしな。
Stand up straight, little man. Let me help you. Ugh.
なんだい、ずいぶんぷよぷよしてるじゃないのさ。痩せちゃいるみたいだけど筋肉も全然だね。
You got no meat
腹は
on
ど
those
うだい？
bones. Sure, you're a skinny fella, but there's no muscle at all. How's your gut? Oh. Drill, milky punch. No way, could this woman be Sumika?
てんでどうしようもないね。ちゃんと運動してんのかい？
Huh, you're a hopeless kid. You ever getting any exercise?
叩き込んでいる最中です。
We're still pounding the basics into him.
ちゃんと食べてるかい？
Are you eating right? I think so.
足りてるかい？
Getting enough food?
どうなの？
Well, Arya, don't punch me. Not really.
よーし、わかった。タケルは今日の晩ご飯からあたしんとこ来なさい。
Okay, from now on, you come to me for your food. Huh?
わかった。
You got it? Yes, ma'am. What's with that lady?
この兵士食堂の食料班を預かっていただいている京塚静江臨時総長よ。
So she's the acting Sergeant Major Kiyozuka Shizue. She's in charge of the cooking for all the soldiers. Acting Sergeant Major.
京塚さんはもともと軍属ではなくて民間人なの。だから戦時特例法で臨時に階級が与えられているのよ。
She isn't part of the military, she's a civilian. But under the special wartime laws, she's entitled to a provisional rank.
要するに食堂のおばちゃんだよ。
She's basically the lunch lady. Okay, but even if she is just acting, don't you think you guys were being a little too casual with her? From what I learned in class, Sergeant Major is one grade above a sergeant.
そうなんだけど、そういうの京塚総長が嫌がるのよ。
That may be so, but that's really just Major Kiyozuka's personality.
優しくて頼もしい人ですよ。早峰さんもお世話になってるよね。
She's really kind and trustworthy, isn't that right, Ayamine-san? She takes particularly good care of you.
言わなくていい。
No need to spread that around. Oh, is there something you want to share with the class?
綾峰は一番食事量が多いからな。
Ayamine eats the most out of all of us.
根も葉もない噂。
Lies and slander.
隠してもダメだよ。